Welcome back, curious minds! If you blinked this week, you missed it. Anthropic dropped a series of announcements that, combined, represent one of the most consequential weeks in the company's history. A new flagship model, a secret cybersecurity project that went wrong, a major compute partnership with SpaceX, and a Google Cloud deal reportedly worth $200 billion. That's not a quiet week. That's a whole narrative arc. Let me break it down. The headline, Anthropic launched Claude Opus 4.7. It's the latest in their flagship model line, and it brings enhanced capabilities for complex reasoning and analysis. The stuff Anthropic has built their reputation on? But the model launch was almost secondary to everything else that dropped alongside it. Here's the story that got everyone talking. Anthropic developed a secret cybersecurity model internally, codenamed Mythos, as part of something called Project Glasswing. The model's job was vulnerability research, and it found something. 0-day vulnerabilities in Firefox. Bloomberg reported that the access methods used by the model raised unauthorized access questions. Anthropic published the system card, which detailed the research. And suddenly the AI safety community had a very concrete question to debate. What happens when an AI finds a real vulnerability? Who do you tell? Who has access to that information? Some are drawing comparisons to the GPT-2 release, a model deemed too dangerous to publish. Mythos is a different kind of dangerous, but the same fundamental tension, the dual-use nature of frontier AI. It can find security holes, but how it finds them, and what it does with the knowledge, is an open question. We'll keep an ear perked on how this develops. It's one of the more interesting governance questions of the year so far. Now for the scale story. Anthropic announced a compute partnership with SpaceX's Colossus 1 cluster, and the results were immediate. Claude Code's rate limits doubled. That's not symbolic, that's a real capability expansion for developers using Anthropic's tools in production. They also announced an infinite context window at their Code with Claude developer conference. The promise, no more chunking, no more retrieval pipelines, no more losing the thread across long documents. Feed it an entire codebase or knowledge base and let it work. That's a significant technical claim, and we'll see how it holds up in practice. On the financial side, a reported $200 billion Google Cloud deal. If confirmed, it's one of the largest cloud partnerships in AI history. The Financial Times also reported that Anthropic is considering a fundraising round that could value the company near $1 trillion. That's not confirmed, but it's a signal of how the market is reading the situation. And then there's the Pentagon. A judge blocked the Pentagon's attempt to blacklist Anthropic from defense contracts. That was a legal win, but it also underscores how politically charged the AI infrastructure space has become. So, what do we take away from this week? Anthropic is no longer just a rival to OpenAI. It's becoming a central infrastructure player. The Mythos situation is a reminder that frontier AI has real consequences in the physical world, not just in benchmarks. The compute deals with SpaceX and Google Cloud are building capacity at a scale that suggests they're planning for workloads that haven't arrived yet. For you as a developer or AI user, more compute, higher rate limits, and broader context windows are direct benefits. But watching how Anthropic navigates the governance and safety questions will be just as important as watching the benchmarks. If this helped you understand what happened this week, give it a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the